and welcome. Spreading with Smith Life in the Forbidden Library, and we are once again doing some game development. Oh look, there's me. Hi me. Bye me. Hello everyone. Hello Void Traveler. Hello Ashenwan. Have a lovely time out with your family, normal-sized phantom. Hi Lucas. Big brainy and then too brainy. These special effects are off the charts today. Am I ever going to make characters when they speak like in actual visual novels? The thing is, this isn't really a visual novel. It's a choice-based game in a visual novel engine. It's a text-based adventure in a visual novel engine. And they also don't speak. I do want to do some character art at some point. Maybe we could do a little bit of that. If we get a little stuck on what to do, we can start sketching up some ideas. But I'm not sure because there's not much dialogue in this game. I've also started going through it and trying to get rid of a lot of the typos, so hopefully we should have less typos this time. Oh lordy, I haven't opened the folders. 1 second. Open the folder. There we go. There's our files. I thought something looked a bit strange. But yeah, so last time we were doing the crossover of routes where you cross over with another route because you can. And I was having a problem because every path I thought of for it. Still waiting for the granny romance route. I don't have one for you. It's not going to exist. Yes. Because I was thinking about it a lot and it all sort of pointed to the same ending, and I don't want to give people loads of choices just for it to be the same ending. Even if all those choices logically go to the same outcome, I don't want to keep repeating endings, because then it just feels like I'm giving you illusion of choice rather than actual choice. Even if all those choices logically go to the same conclusion. It's not fun! It's not fun! So, what I figured out, of all these options, likely do the same as called blah 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 blah. So all of these options, so you're travelling with Mr. Wick, you've chosen the left path. You travel for quite a while until Edward, the hunting hound's whole body stiffens. He howls and bolts in a direction, and with a smile Wick chases after. You go after. In the distance you see Red with another person you don't recognise. They are running for their life from the hunting hound, so you have the option to call out to Red, who looks over her shoulder confused. It causes her to trip. It slows down the targets enough for Edward to run rings around them, and for you and Mr. Wick to catch up. So that leads you to seeing the kidnapper, who looks a lot like you. Everyone's confused. So these are pretty similar, except I was gonna change it so that there's a flag to give injury. So Red tripped up. Red sprained her ankle. So we're gonna make a little thing here of Red injured equals true. Let's just do a default of false here, just so that it doesn't yell at me for it non-existing. Equals false. And default other player injured equals false. Okay. Whoa, an extra variable just to hurt Red. Really cool, Brainy. Oh, there's multiple variables to hurt Red, Lucas, not just one. I mean, there's one to ground her, one to injure her, and there's the whole trust issue, so... There are plenty of variables that hurt Red. We have many ways to hurt children. It's fine. So if you throw the rock, I was gonna do other player injured. Other player injured is true, because you just threw a rock at him. And then everyone's fine if you just let Mr. Wick deal with it. When in doubt, let Mr. Wick deal with it. He's the professional. Okay. So if you throw a rock at him, you pick up the nearest throwable rock you find and yeet. You do yeet, but I'm not going to use the word yeet. That's very unprofessional. We have some goofs, but I don't want that to be a goof yet. Throw with all your might. You hit Red's kidnapper in the head, and he crumples to the ground. I love throwing Dwayne Johnson at other people. I know, he's just so throwable. He's the people's rock. Just throw him at anyone. P, new line. You and Wick managed to catch up as the kidnapper pushes himself from the ground. And then once that's true, we'll jump to see the kidnapper and get rid of that return, because we don't need that anymore. And then if you let Mr. Wick and Edward catch up, it takes a little while. So when is this game going to be an open world survival MMORPG? In the year 3000 maybe? That might be enough time for me to learn that. I would like to slowly evolve this. I think it would be hilarious. We've gone from like proper text-based things. Now we've got like some pictures. Now I'd love to get my hands on Game Maker and maybe make it at least like a walking sim. And then I don't know where we'd go from there. We'd have to start adding actual gameplay at that point, not just choices. Maybe we could add a combat system. Maybe we make a spin-off where you play as Mr. Wick and he has the combat system. It takes a little while, but Edward and Wick herd the two into a corner. I think that's really all it needs. See the kidnapper. So that's the first choice done. So it all goes pretty much to the same place, unless you use the mirror. That's a whole different thing. Okay. And it means I can delete all this. This is my note-taking. I did many notes, as you can see. I got so confused last stream. I had to make so many notes just to straighten out my brain. But we got there. We got there. Ask Mr. Wicks to shoot the strange clone, which has some dependencies on who is injured and who is not. If Reed is not injured, red. At this point, you see that the kidnapper looks a lot like you. No. Not a lot like you. Exactly like you. It's like the version of you saw in the mirror this morning had taken it had jumped out and begun a new life. Seems it started by taking your daughter. Everyone is confused! I am too. Joke. Add an inventory, and when you pick up certain objects as materials, you can use them in situations to craft something. Oh my god. To be fair, that probably would be the next step. As much as you say brackets joke, like, a point and click with inventory is probably the next step before walking simulator. Grease, I should have said howdy. Howdy, Crusader, welcome. Doing another coding stream today. We're coding some more things. We're not getting confused this time. So. Say hey, yeah, oh, oh. I can't remember the rest of that song. Mr. Wick is not hesitant. He will, in fact, shoot a mofo. He's not hesitant. He pulls his gun and shoots the strange doppelganger before he can so much as beg for his life. I'll need to get, I'm gonna put note to me. Note to me, get gun sound effect. John Wick's been in the story since the very first draft, since the short story, because there was a Baba Yaga in the story, therefore, I had to name the hunter Wick. That's why John Wick is in the story. That is why John Wick is the huntsman in this story. Because Red Riding Hood had a huntsman, didn't she? So, just despite this particular chatter, I will say, "What's up?" instead. Which is not what you said. You said "what up," but I wanted to say "what's up." That's my contribution to the conversation. If red injured is true, then red screams and cries. She tries to run away, but her ankle is obviously twisted from her fall. You can try to convince her the person died wasn't actually her parent, and you are, but she is convinced otherwise, especially when it seems... You try to calm her down, tell her that wasn't really her parent, but you are. She doesn't believe you, especially when she doesn't, I'm gonna start a new sentence. I'm gonna start a new line for that. Session in. Woo, breaking no, we didn't break Red's ankle, she's twisted them. We didn't break them, she twisted it. She twisted it because you yelled for her and she tripped over and fell. She twisted her ankle. What did I say in she doesn't believe you? She doesn't believe you. And cries that. Trust check. We can't trust check this one, Lucas. We can't. Because this isn't your red. This is the red from a different one. This is just like Long Live the Queen. It's not. Long Live the Queen is so much more organized than this is. We can't trust check this little red because this little red has a different trust stat for a different player. It's someone else's red, it's not ours. It never will be ours. We stepped down the wrong path and then into a route that we've played before or potentially haven't played before. I'm hoping once we write both sides of this particular route that the player's going to be, wait a minute, I did that. Wait a minute, this has happened before. Why is And then, oh, it'll be so much fun. I really hope people, like, put that together. Wait, different red? Can we steal her and make a red army? No, I don't know how the duplication would work, so... We hit her with the sickest crossover and her ankles couldn't handle it. Correct, Howdy, that's exactly what happened. She doesn't believe you. Long Live the Queen type game is probably the next version. Yeah, if I could organize it better. But at the moment, it's very much... In my head, the way this is designed, it's a maze of choices. It's basically, can you find a way out? It's no more complicated than those little mazes you get as a kid, where you just have to find the entrance and exit, except the directions are choices. That's the way I've thought of this in my head, anyway. She doesn't believe you. Cries that their parent promised to go see Granny with her. You don't remember making such a promise, but you remember considering it. Either way, you found red. It's time to go home. You pick her up and with Wick's help head back home. The village is so happy to see you and Red safe. A little confused that... Will the player ever consider that this ain't his Red? The player might, and I'm hoping the player does, to be honest. Maybe not the first time they play this route, they might not click to what it is. A lot of the time the player's gonna have a lot of realizations based on playing a few different endings. For example, this ending that I'm running now is going to give them the thing. Red should roll a d20 to see if she trips or not. No, Lucas, we are not putting any randomness in this game. Everything in this game will be based on player choice, player consequences. Hi, Delphkin, welcome. A little confused that Mr. Wick is with you, but happy all the same. New line, not a new thing. Small things in your life are a little different to what you remember. But it doesn't matter now. You're home safe. Now, I did start an ending like this, so I think it's this ending here, persistent ending 11. Can we break Mr. Wick's ankles too? That would be funny. No, he's gonna shoot you before you manage that. He is the one with the gun! Briny, you tiny blimey, crimey wimey, how fare thee? I fare good. I'm pretty happy with this so far. Right, I did add this already to the ending screen if I remember correctly. Yeah, good end, question mark, she's home, question mark. Which is another hint to the player that this may not be your thing. Can we get shot by Wick for an ending? Yes, you can. That is a planned ending. There is a Wick loyalty stat. So there is endings where Wick could betray you. Yes, you probably will get shot by him at least once. Aren't player choices an element of randomness? Yes, they are. But if you make stupid choices, then you get stupid answers. For example, if you're telling your daughter she's adopted right at the start because you think it's funny, you get a bad ending straight away. For example. Look, I'm running out of words, Eeny words, so I'm making do with my Aimee ones. You know what? Let's just be a serial ankle breaker in the woods. No. So let's grab that. That should be what I need to get the ending in here. So it's ending 11. That's how many endings we've got right now. If ending 11 is unlocked, what do I class this as a good ending or a bad ending? We're classing it as a bad ending. We don't want to unlock an achievement, we just need to unlock the ending. Kidnapper shot, red runs away. But I didn't do that, we just had the ending. Get gun sound effect. Is there a neutral ending? No. This is the most neutral ending I think it is, in that you've saved red, but it's not your red. So any good ending is when you save red. Any bad ending is when you haven't managed to save red. If you run away with... So there's a coin person here that has unlimited wealth. If you run away with that, yes, it's technically a good ending for the player's character, but it's a bad ending because you left red behind, kind of thing. So there's not really a true ending there. Or at least like neutral endings, because it all depends. Is red okay? Is red not okay? There's no real in between there. Gun sound effect is just Brady saying BAH! I would love it to be, but I want my game to be a little slightly more fancy than that. I mean, it's true though, no daughter of mine is that skill issue. If you want to make all the choices that fuck red over, you can. But I have to make things where, you know, the point of the game is to try save her. Red was never loved in the first place. Infinite money is the true end. You have to get past Wick for that one though. With enough money, even red can be forgotten. Wow, I hope you guys never had kids. If red... Well, I'll just put else, because I mean... If red isn't injured, then red... If red isn't injured... If red is injured... True and falses can only be true and false. So, if it's not true, then it's false. Then it always goes to this. So, red scrambles to her feet. Red screams and runs into the forest as fast as her little legs can take her. She screams for Granny over, and the forest answers. Though it does not directly attack you, Wick, or the dog Edward. P/N. It starts to make a barrier around Red, and soon you see her escape off to a strange house in the forest. So we have a new flag here, and the flag is a default. 2 reds. True. False even. We defaulted to false. Two reds. So now there are 2 reds to save from Grandma. Grandma gets 2 for the price of 1 now. It's true now. And then I'm gonna have to put a return here, because at least for now, go to Baba house with Wick and 2 reds. 2 reds is an interesting flag. 2 reds? There are 2 reds. There are 2 of them now. 2 universes have crossed over, and now there are 2 children to deal with. I am Granny, and I speak for the trees. I am here to break your knees. Can there be an ending where your red gets taken away in a misty forest, and then you go to another world and steal their red in a misty forest, which implies a paradox? Maybe? I think it would feel too much like this, though. It'd feel too similar to what I'm already doing here, and I might feel like I'm repeating myself slightly. What the hell's going on? You say. My Wi-Fi decided to die for a minute. What's a red? A red is your child in this game. You're playing Little Red Riding Hood as Little Red Riding Hood's parent. And you are attempting to save them. Because there's a Baba Yaga in the forest who wants to eat them. And you're trying to, not get your child eaten. But they're pretty determined to get themselves eaten is the problem. Ask what the hell is going on. You talk between you, the other you, Wick and Red. Talk for a while. You talk. Sell the child to Baba Yaga is already it's already in there as a route. Don't you worry, DePaul. There is already a route where you can sell your child to Baba Yaga for snacks. It's already there. Can we date ourselves? What do you mean, date yourself? No! Oh, date as in romantic. Yeah, I thought you meant as in, like, the date. No, you cannot. Sell the child to someone else as well. But can I sell the child to Baba Yaga for a... No! What? No one wants to save this child. What? Why does no one want to... Jesus Christ, I'm so... I can't wait to put in some of the shit I've planned for you guys. It's gonna be great. You guys are going to enjoy this game. I'm not putting in all this shit though. I mean, it's a child. Yeah. It's just a baby. It's your child. Indefinitely replaceable? Oh my god. Oh my god. I can tell that the majority of my fans are not parents. The other you, Wick and Red, talk for a while. You talk in circles and squares. But eventually come to the strange conclusion, it is a conclusion, this conclusion, that you have somehow crossed paths with yourself if you had made a different choice yesterday. And the other you chose to go into the forest with Red and face Baba Yaga. See if the stories are true for yourself, and at worst, escape with Red. You, on the other can know your story. Can we adopt a child that we actually care about? No, you're supposed to care about this one. This is your only child. Wait, dog, can we trade the useless child for the dog to a traveling slave? No! Edward Cleaver, no! You guys are the worst! The worst! You're terrible people. Terrible. So we want another menu. Well, no, we don't want a menu, really. Talk it over, realize something strange has happened. This is another version of you, Red, from a world where you made a different decision. If Red is injured, the group convinces her that it's best to heal, and the player and Wick escort them to the forest safely before returning to find your own Red. Okay, so that's a nice one. Can we make it up, child? No! You need to accept the child you have! She's a cutie pie! She has a red cloak! What more do you want? Yes, terrible, terrible people. The best kind of people. The worst now. We're just being realistic here. Red is so old school. She's just a baby! She's just a cutie little baby. You guys just want to make her suffer so much. I really can't wait for you to play this game. What more do I want? I want a tank, that's fair. I want a blue cloak, red is Well, you can wear a blue cloak. You can wear to be fair, overseas, you're the one who put her in the red cloak. You're the parent here. Can we get another child and call her Blue instead? You named her. You're the players here. You named her. Just a baby. Guess it won't take long to make a replacement. No! You're all the worst. Shitheads, the lot of you. Child-hating shitheads. I know the red makes her an easier target for the wolves. No! We've already established she can lead the wolves against you. The wolves are her powers, bro. Let's get a new child, name it Blue, and then constantly remind Red that Blue is the superior one! Are you trying to make a villain? Are you trying to make a villain? Yeah, bye. Yeah, bye. Can we send Red to the wolves for them to raise up? Yes, you can! That's the first choice you make! You were the reason that choice is in there, Lucas! And then she comes back and kills you! Because you're dickheads! Well, I'm not gonna be villain if I sell it to the Baba Yaga first. Yeah, I want the better Blue and Red to fight for the death for my sake. I mean, by the sounds of it, Blue's not gonna want to fight for you either. What if Blue's really nice and sees how shittily you treat Red and decides to turn against you as well? What if, guys? What if your choices have consequences? Let's actually do a choice here. I know I've only got ifs there, but ask them to come along and help out, or and help find your Red. Help them get back to their town. Blue will fight or else I get more pie. We're raising Blue. We control if she's evil or not. You do with Red too! She is also your child! She doesn't have to be a little shit. She's just getting it from you guys. You know, giving her the motivation to be more powerful to overthrow her evil dad is not a villain origin story, it's a hero origin story. It is! But you're not the king of anything. You're just a dickhead in a forest town who's just shit to his daughter. So it's not even a villain origin arc, it's just town gossip. Blue is better. Instead of going into the forest to go look for the child, we can just go back to bed. What if Red used to have twin siblings, but they died, so we made Red take her role instead because we preferred them. Also, something to the moon. Definitely not doing that. I have enough trauma from that, thank you. Red is too broken, was scuffed at birth. But we only just now noticed. Well, are you sure it was scuffed at birth, or you guys just like scuffed at raising kids? Also, thank you for the follow, Illusion of. I think that's how I would say it, but thank you. Appreciate it. Are you guys just scuffed at Family Matters? What year is this? If it's medieval, surely a few children dying in the woods is expected. I mean, yeah, but if I did that, if I went by that logic, we wouldn't have a game. You asked them to come along, so it's a case of if Red injured the other you refuses and asks for your help. Your help getting Red back to town. Getting, let's just say, the other Red back to town to heal her injury. If it was your Red, you'd do the same. You and Wick show them out before quickly returning to the path to find your own Red. So that's probably one of the best ones we can get. So jump to the forked road, I believe that would be. So you'd be back to without Red, Call Hunter Forked Road. Yes, you'd be back here. The dead wife trauma made it difficult to raise children. I mean, that's up to you and your backstory. I haven't gendered the main character at all. So if you believe your character has a dead wife, then that's what you can believe, I guess. Nah, I am great at raising those gremlins. Already on my second stamp card to Granny. What if Red had a brother named Blue and a sister named Green? Oh wait, that's just Gen 1 Pokemon. What if it was your Red? You'd do the same. She does not speak for me. Well, I can't let you type in anything you want in this game, so I have to make people speak for you to a degree. If other player injured is true. I have to put the equals in. It has to be double equals. Which means this isn't right either. No, I did do it right there. Nice. Well done, past me. Well done. That needs to be double equals and then into here. So if the other player is injured, Wick disagrees with you, pointing out the head injury and how the other you was more likely to be a liability more than anything else. You decide to help No, maybe not do exactly the same, because it's kind of boring if exactly the same things happen. So, Wick lends them a talisman, which should stop them from becoming lost in the woods, and turns and points them in the right direction as the two of you return to your search for your red. And then we're jumping back to the forked road. What are you guys up to? Consume the other you and become stronger? No. I like Wick. Wick has a gun. Can we sell Red to Wick for the gun? Red does not want a Wick does not want a child and will not give you his gun. I wonder when you're going to have to draw a choice tree to keep an overview on everything. I'm never drawing a choice tree for this shit. We can maybe do one at the end for fun, but I don't plan on drawing one at all. I have a small list of things to keep note of that I need to remember that you guys might have at the time. And flags that I need to keep in mind. But it's mainly going to be a case of once I have what I think it's down, I'll probably get a couple of you guys to beta test this for me. Give me the feedback, and we'll go from there. Do the fusion dance with the other you and become parents squad. Man, Wick is so relatable. Can you give Mr. Wick a child? Wink wink, no. Can I be Wick instead? No. That would be too easy. The game would be too easy if you were Mr. Wick. Help them get to town. This one's easy at least. And then if no one is injured, actually, you do get them to help you. So, else. Wick agrees. The more the merrier when it comes to the Baba Yaga. He gives them both talismans and asks Red to lead the way. The four of you head to deal with Baba and save your Red. This is probably gonna have to be its own route, really. Can we get a new game plus with a gun? No. No, you cannot. Even in a magical fantasy setting, having a gun is a superpower. Guns are a superpower. Instant point at someone and you severely injure or kill them. Guns are 100% a superpower. I mean, look at like one of the most famous modern magical settings, and they had to ban that one spell that did that. It was an unforgivable curse, the one that you pointed at and they died. Magical kablamo stick. I mean, guns are pretty kind of magical, really, by the laws of physics. So I'm gonna say jump for party Baba Yaga. That's gonna have to be its own thing, and I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's its own thing. Okay, so I think that's all of it. No, I haven't done this to help them on the way to town, so I need to do that. It takes a bit of convincing to get Red to agree to go home. But after some scary stories from which she agrees and heads home with the other you. At least one version of your daughter is safe. P/N. Now you must return to the fork in the road and find your own. Jump. Forked road. Okay, so there's some ways this can go nicely. And now for the ways it's not gonna go nicely. The Meta-Fey trade option. A loaded gun, no more granny, and no more red. No! We done all the Fey options. There's only 4 options with the Fey. Even in Library of Ruina, guns are semi-banned because too easy to kill. Exactly! They are magical kaboom sticks that are just way too overpowered and an absolute curse on humanity, really. Not as much as like drones and stuff. We've gone way overboard since, but humanity and weaponry, bro, we're terrible. Anyway, we all know the canon ending is that you call in the Helldivers and they win, and happily ever after, everyone salutes the Super Earth flag at the end. Of course, that's definitely the true ending. We should kick the Fae. You cannot kick the Fae. The best you can do is insult them. We can just keep looping back to the forked road and keep saving reds endlessly. Yes, you can. You can do that. There totally won't be strange things that happen if you loop back to the forked road too many times. Also, I am not going to let you, actually. Because it would be weird if it happened twice, wouldn't it? So I'll probably have to do a flag there that goes like, oh, you already went down this road, you don't find anything. Or maybe you find something different if you go down a second time. I'm not sure. We'll have to think about that. Is the narrator ever going to be their own person? Or for some fourth wall breaking? Fourth wall breaking will appear, but not because of the narrator. You'll have to find out on that one. I'm not telling. I have some secrets, I have some plans, but I'm not telling you on that front. How dare, guns are awesome. Guns are awesome and terrible. And absolutely terrible. If you go down the second time, you find Slenderman. Maybe. That should be an ending. If you do it like 3 times, you become a fantasy creature that leads children away from the funky forest. Maybe. Save infinite reds so there is a spilt dark path of new infinite profit. No, I don't think we'll be able to save infinite reds. I think something else will happen. I don't know what. Because this is the route that crosses over other routes. Would it be possible to maybe... Can this game run Doom? No. Probably. Probably we could put Doom in it, but no. I need to write things down. My brain. I need to write things down. So, what we need to do... stop people looping this turn. Because I did it with the Fey turn. We have to stop people from looping this turn too. You can continue going down the Fey bit, but you can only pick up 1 item. You'll only ever see them you'll see them mostly, at most twice. But that's it. I need to change that actually. Note for future me. For future me, be sure to stop, make sure the coin bag loop ends similarly to the usual one. I definitely need to go back and do that now I'm thinking about it. Can Doom run this game? No. Go back home, forget red, play some Doom, be happy. I mean, yeah, you could. Honestly, there is no downside to the player if you just went home. Theoretically. But you'd also be an asshole for doing that, and I will punish you through the game. If you loop too often, your other you has a gun and shoots you because they think you're a mimic or some shit. Nope! Where would other you get a gun? I suppose they are a farmer. And even in the UK, farmers have guns. Farmers. Second loop into this path leads to... What does it lead to? Kill John Wick for the gun. Simple. How? How are you gonna kill him before he shoots you? He also has a dog that will defend him. You're not gonna get it. You will die. Bad end. Brainy, being buggy, but being buggish. I don't want to be bugger, thank you. Leads to, where would it lead? What would it lead? Who would it lead to? Also, the other you doesn't have John Wick on their side. The other you went straight into the forest without anyone. You underestimate how much I would use red as a throwable meat shield projectile. Well, I'm not giving you the option to do that in this game. It's pure and simple. Okay, we're using the mirror. I need to do that route. You throw the mirror onto the ground, and there is a flash of light. When your sight and feeling come back, you feel someone's hand in yours. You pull back, realizing the person next to you is rather tall and looks like you. Let's do another line here. The you that you were holding hands with makes strange barking noises. But what matters right now is where your little girl is. You call out to Red, and the person who responds is you. The person standing next to Wick. It seems your bodies got swapped. No, I need to do this. P/N. God, can't type /N. I need to get rid of that. Wick isn't happy when he realizes his dog got swapped with the other version of you, but you are preoccupied comforting the tall and confused Red. Wick tells you about a man he knows, who knows more about magic than him. Eh? He leashes up his dog and calls the other you over. Leading you away. You and Red are safe, but you have a long road before you figure out how to turn back to normal. And that is technically a good ending. Technically. Upon seeing my own beautiful free face, I realize I'm a narcissist. Technically a good ending. Ending 12. That's how many endings we got. I also didn't get the scrolling fixed on the ending screen, which is kind of a giant pain in the ass, but oh well. Good ending, question mark, once more. Good ending 12. Why do I have two ending 11s? That should be an ending 12 then, and then that should be ending 13. Or is it... no, I think I don't have that one. I think that's wrong. This should be ending 11, and this should be ending 12. Hello, Jabba, welcome. How many endings are we gonna have? I don't know, we'll find out when we've written the Freaky Friday! Very old. It's an old reference now, that's definitely old. So that's mostly that sorted. We just have the 4-party Baba Yaga house to deal with. Where we have Mr. Wick, Red, and 2 players. 2 player characters. I'm expecting... How many have we got now? I can give a rough guess at how many endings we've got. I'm expecting... anywhere between 30 and 50, I reckon, at the very least. 30 is probably a minimum. Have we gotten shot yet? Not yet. It will be in there. Don't worry, Lucas. We'll get shot. Don't worry. It's just I need to get to the specific point where he'll shoot us. Because there's very specific things you have to do to get Wick to shoot you. Because he's a good guy, really. He just wants to help you get your kid back. And you are going to pay him. Can we shoot ourselves? No, you don't have a gun. How are you supposed to shoot yourself without a gun? 90% of the combat power of the party is just Wick with a gun. Yes, yes it is. Correct. You are but a farmer. You are a peasant who just wants to get their kid back. You're just a town man who does the town things. The smile isn't that big. So we can probably do the level 4-party Baba Yaga house. 4-party Baba Yaga house. You follow Red as she skips to Baba towards Baba Yaga's. Here's the thing. Are there 2 Reds? 2 Mies, a Wick, and 2 Baba Yagas? Do 2 Baba Yagas get along, or are they like dragons and they're quite territorial and 2 Baba Yagas equal no Baba Yagas because they kill each other? And does that lead to your child dying because they got caught in the crossfire of 2 Baba Yagas? And normally there wouldn't be 2 Baba Yagas, but because you brought the other timeline with you, they affected the timeline around and merged your 2 timelines. Therefore, they brought the other Baba Yaga into this timeline with them. Therefore, 2 Baba Yagas equals no Baba Yagas. Maybe. Only the strongest Baba Yaga may live. Exactly. Hidden option. Forbidden narrator. Where the character's final boss is everything at once. Pure and simple timeline. Nah. Only the strongest Baba Yaga. I think that's the best way to do it. However, the forest is acting strangely. There's an energy. 2 Baba Yagas is Zelda's twin. Oh, look it up. In the air. And the forest is moving erratically around. Red calls out for... Oh no, Baba Yaga ate the other Baba Yaga and got a power boost. Yes, correct. Unfortunately, you never hear the SFX. I mean, I can put in sound effects. That's another thing on the list to do. We're just still getting the script down. Then we can embellish it with fancy stuff. Red calls out for Granny. But as you had... I mean subscription SFX. I thought you just meant sound FX. I don't know what that is. Red calls out for Granny, but as you head into the clearing where she said her house is, you see 2 houses. Both are high on chicken feet like stilts, moving and dodging as on the porch of each fireballs are tossed by grotesque creatures. You stare in horror and scream for your little girl. Was there a subscription ding ding and I missed it again? Because I am terrible at that. I am really sorry. I don't know why I can't hear it, because like I've been able to hear it before, but suddenly I haven't been able to hear it recently, and it's a big poo poo. But thank you for subscribing, and thank you, Luca, for telling me someone subscribed. Please feel free to do that more. Herp derp 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 derp. We can hear if you can. I don't know why I can't. I used to be able to. But it's been like the last month or so. For some reason, I haven't been able to. I'll have to look into it again. Because, I mean, I need to be able to hear if you guys are subscribing so I can thank you. Because you deserve to be thanked for giving me a subscription. Because I really appreciate it. Because we're so close to 5K on YouTube now. It's bonkers. P/N. She appears in the doorways of one of the houses, crying and scared. Luca, you are now the subscriber ding ding noise for the stream. No, you need to stay and be the ding ding noise. Ding ding, subscriber. Ding ding. If I should at least like invest in a bigger monitor. I have one big monitor and one very small monitor. If I had two big monitors, then maybe I would have enough room to have OBS out so that I can actually see it. But that's like future me problems. But if you are serious about leaving, Lucas, I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. She appeared in the doorways of one of them because I'm crying and scared. What do you do? We should give you a choice here. Menu. Menu. Tell her to jump. Because that's the first thing that pops into my head. What else could we do? No, I don't want it capitalized. Just return. So you either tell her to jump. You ask Mr. Wick what to do, because you always ask Mr. Wick what to do. Mr. Wick knows all. Mr. Wick knows everything, but he might not actually know what to do in this one. Ask Mr. Wick what to do. Return. And I would ask Mr. Wick what to do. But what I need to do is run for a small break. BRB. Returned. And so is the music. Run straight for red. That is a good one. That sounds like a really good way to get yourself killed. But I never said I was going to save you from your own stupidity, so let's put it in. Run for red. See, this one, this is where we might get shot. This is where we might get a little bit shot. Just a little bit shot. Just a little bit. Depending on what you've done before. Depending on whether you have something he might want. Okay. Mr. Wick is just as confused as you. He tells you he knows Baba Yaga normally don't come in pairs for a reason, but he had never seen two in the same place. We get to have our shoulder shot as a treat. No, not your shoulder. That's boring. Not your shoulder. If coin bag. What did I call it? It should be coin bag, right? Coin bag. Coin bag. That's what we need. If coin bag is true. Whip crossover. If coin bag is true. He turns to you and asks for more money. Menu. Are you serious? No, he's not gonna ask for more money. And asks for the coin bag as payment. Deadly. And he replies, leveling his gun at your head. The other you and Red turn around. Plead for him. The other you and Red plead for Mr. Wick to stop, but he tells them he won't help them get out of the forest if they try to stop him. Peace. And they are quiet. The other you has their Red to think about. One more chance. Wick warns. This is a lot nice. He's being a lot nicer than I thought he was gonna be. Menu. Have the damn money. Have the damn bag. Or throw some coin as a distraction and run. So you abandon your child because you would like to keep the money. So here's that ending you guys wanted, where you run away for greed. Don't think I don't listen. And just in case you really want to be a dumbass, just in case you don't even want to try escape, you can just say, over my dead body. Because you've gotta be an absolute dumbass. Turn. Abandon my child. I abandoned my boy. Tell Wick. You know you could have just shot us and taken the coin bag. I mean, yes, you could say that, and he will shoot you. He doesn't want to kill you. He just wants his coin bag. And he's realized this is a fucking big job. So, you know, he deserves the coin bag. He deserves this. He's not a bad guy. He just wants some money, bro. Just a little slightly blinded by greed. He's overall not a bad guy. He could have shot you the moment you picked up that coin bag. But he does actually want to see that girl home safe. But problem is, she's now in the middle of a Baba Yaga fight. That girl is probably not going to get home safe. So what's the point of being nice anymore? That's his thought processes. Fine. Take it. And you can't just give it to him straight away if that's just cause. Just cause some players won't care. Just play chicken minute. You won't do it, you can't. He will. He will. You're about to, this is the play chicken option. Do you know what I'm about to write? His gun shot went off. Your world went black. You died! Congrats! I'll do it here. Instead of over my dead body, I will put, you won't do it, you coward. There we go. That's how you do it. Have you read a fanfiction crossover that has no right to be boring? Especially if it's too seriously like, yes, I have. Yes. Also, did you get the reference? It's familiar. But I'm not sure. I died with my money, you're happy? Okay. This is your ending specifically, is it, Howdy? Ending number 13 for you, Howdy Crusader. There Will Be Blood, the movie. Okie dokie, I haven't seen that one. Bow, bow. Right, let's put ending 13 in. Ending 13. There's going to be multiple ways to get ending 13. I don't want to have many ways to the same thing, but there are going to be many times that he may shoot you for that bag. Bad end. Money causes strife. Cloud strife. Wixside crossover. Oh, actually, no, I want this. I want this. And I want this. And I want this. It needs to be ending 13. And that is definitely a bad end. If I have to give up my money and that kid still isn't happy, I am going right to the slave to get something good out of this. Well, at this point, if you've abandoned the kid at this point, well, that depends if you've, you know, tried to save her or not. Somewhere in the multiverse, a Crusader weeps. Money is indeed the best. Crusaders did kickstart the creation of modern banking. It's probably. Okay, so you got a bad end there, and then we need to return after the bad end, because we gotta kick you back to the main screen, otherwise you're just gonna be sat there confused. Okay. Have the damn bag! I'm gonna say jump to something else, maybe? Because then that way I don't have to do as much. So you hand over the bag and demand he save your daughter, at least for that. He gives you a smile and a nod and heads over to the fray between the Baba Yagas. Maybe new section, maybe just Wick being cool and like, here, daughter, delivered. Oh, this is going to be repeated a lot. I can see this being repeated a lot. And then my brain is getting a little tired. I will not lie. Maybe we should do some drawing for a bit. To give my brain a break. Also, we should test this. We should make sure everything's working as it should. Testing is important, so let's give it a quick launch. Well, that's why testing is important. So as walking down the middle path, Edward sniffs the air, blah, 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 blah. Good boy. Wick seems happy. What have I done? End of line expected. No, it's not in that one. Baba House with Wick. Good boy! Ah ha ha ha! I see what I've done here. Ah ha ha ha! I need to do this. Give that a save. Do that, and then launch the project again. Okay, cool, wonderful. So we're starting, we're going into the forest. Well, we're not. Oh no! Tell the old story. We're calling the hunter, we're calling Mr. Wick, and then we're entering the forest. Then we're gonna go down the left path where we recognize them. We're gonna call out to Red. We're gonna make her injured. La 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 la. Everyone is confused. Ask Mr. Wick to shoot the strange clone. Red screams, blah 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 blah. So that should be an ending. But I can't check. Because oh shit! Because there's too many endings. But it did go up to 3, I think. Let me do a stupid thing, just for now. I'm just gonna throw these up here, just for a hot minute, while we test it, so that I can see where it is. Lodge the project. So, extras, endings. Yeah, she's home. Good end, question mark. Perfect. So let's just run through the other stuff. So, tell the old story. Call the hunter. Enter the forest. Go down the left path. Let's throw a rock at them. What the hell's going on? Help them back to town. Then we go to the fourth, then we go left path again. Then we will let Mr. Wick catch up with them. Then we'll tell them what the hell's going on. And then we'll ask them to come fight with us. And then we come to the fork in the path again. Which shouldn't have worked. But that was a loop that shouldn't have happened anyway. So everything seems to be working as expected. Even where it's not working as it should. Because it's not coded to work as it should yet. It's not adult enough to know whether it should be coded that way or not. So I need to make some notes here. So things to be done. I need to do the looping. So rather than going on with more story that's going to make my brain hurt, let's do some just general cleanup. Let's make sure I'm not gonna go down the right path too much. So without red, with Wick, we go in with Wick. No, it's the Baba House with Wick. Without red. So I don't have anything in here. For the Fae shop, we jump in and I have item claimed as a thing that happens. So I think with this side, it's gonna have to be ending found maybe, or something along those lines. So every time we've got going into Forked Road, left path event complete, question mark? Event 1, maybe that's what the variable should be called. So default left path event complete equals false. I don't think I even need to wait really until it's done, because if you just go in there once, you're gonna see it. You should add a bit of description for the path so it's less random on the player's part. No. What would this what do you think this description would be? Because the player doesn't know what's down these paths, so unless I tell you what it is after unlocking knowing what it is, because even the characters don't know what's down each path, so why would the player know what's down each path? What do you mean description as in one is got a better treaded path, one's got pink leaves, and the other one smells like cakes? Maybe something like that. Yeah, something like that. Left path event complete will go to true. And if left path complete. No, wait. So if it's set to true, once you press to go down the path, it sets it to true right away. And that's fine. No, it's not. No, it's not. I am gonna actually just set this every time you go back to the Forked Road. That's a bit easier. Forked Road. Forked Road. Forked Road. And that's it. So, that way when we get to here and go if left path event complete is true, equals true, not singular equals, then you did the thing. Well done. Go do a different thing. Jump forward. That is just placeholder text for the record. Figure out what goes here. So that should theoretically stop the looping about there. But I might add some of the description now you said it. So without red, come to a fork in the path. P. in. The left path seems well trodden, and the left path seems to go into the overgrowth. It seems like a good place to get lost. Because that's what they're doing, they've gotten lost. There is a sweet smell coming from the center path. Though Edward is not reacting to it. The right path seems a little more vibrant than the rest. The forest seems to have more life in that direction. There we go. I like the idea. It's a little bit more fluff to it. You've got the left path where it seems like you get lost because you end up going into another route where two of you have gotten lost. There's a sweet smell coming from the center path because that's where Baba Yaga is, and as much as I may be going with the whole I like chicken house rather than sweet house, I think it fits that pretty well. Yeah, you did contribute something, Howdy Crusade, don't you worry. There will be a big bit in the credits of this game going thank you to chat. And the right path seems a little more vibrant than the rest. The forest seems to have more life in that direction because there is a fae in that direction. Cool, righto. Let us give us a quick test then. Hello, Jingliu, welcome. Jingliu, not Jinglu. Jinglu. That's bad. That sounds bad. Anyway, what was I doing? We were testing the loop. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Tell the old story. Call the hunter. Enter the forest. We want to go the left path. We want to just let Wit catch up with them. Ask what the hell's going on. Help them get back to town. And kaboom! I seem like an amazing person. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. So, the code has exploded, as we suspected it may. Right, so what is it saying? The name true could not be defined, because it's not a capital. It's not capitalized. We need to capitalize that shite. So, Wixside crossover. True? Is that not? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If left path event equals complete. No, okay, wait. Where have I not capitalized it? Where is this? What line is this? 98, 97, 97. Ah, here it is, here it is, here it is. Found it, found it, found it, found it, found it. What am I doing? I am making a choice-based game in Rempe, which is a visual novel engine. So we're making a game where you are the parent of Red Riding Hood, and you're trying to stop her from going into the woods to see Granny, because Granny is a Baba Yaga and will eat her. So we don't really want the child to be eaten. Although a lot of the chat wants the child to be eaten. So there are routes where the child gets eaten. But you know, it's best to try stop that. Okay, let's try that again. Launch the project! Yeah, there's also multiversal stuff, there's also a fae where you can pick some stuff. There may or may not be some meta stuff at some point. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm excited. I hope that people will enjoy it when I throw it out into the world. Enter the forest, go down the left path. Mr. Wick and Edward. What the hell's going on? There's another version of me! And then help them get back to town. Left path. You did the thing! Well done! Go do a different thing! Perfect. 10 out of 10. Nobody can stop the progress of Consume the Kid. It's already done. It's already done. It's already in there. You absolute monsters have already got it in there. You don't have to keep fighting for it. I will make sure I don't miss your stream. Ah, thank you. You're also named after one, I wouldn't say a favourite Star Rail character, but good lord do I want her so bad. I missed it because last time she was on with Adventuring, and I was like, I need a tank character. More than I need another DPS, but I really could do with a nice DPS. And she's very pretty, and she's voiced by Monarch, and I want her so bad. So I'm always happy to have a Jingyu in the chat. Righto, what should we do next? How much time we got left for this stream? We got 20 minutes. Should we do some drawing? Should we get some art going on in here? 1 second. I just need to close some things down so that we can open a thing. Let me just start a new file. And then I'll make it small again, I promise. There we go. There we go. Now it's in range of you guys actually being able to see. Now I need to be able to see you guys. There we go. So far we have sold the child, chosen money over the child, abandoned the child, found a different child. We've gone add more ways. This child is gonna be alright. There's been a lot of child abuse, Jingliu. There has been routes where you can actually save the child. But my chat doesn't like those routes because they're absolute monsters, the lot of them. Right, I need to plug in my graphics tablet. 1 sec. Okay, there it is. Okay, so... We don't want that. So I'm gonna start this by saying I am not the greatest artist in the world. I think if this gets to a certain point, I will probably take some time to maybe get something commissioned. I feel extremely attacked. You all should be attacked. You're all monsters. Most of you are monsters. There are some of you that are okay, but like most of you are just sussy. She also plays games, so do join us, Ding. Yeah, I play games, and I read on Sundays. We're reading Pride and Prejudice at the moment. So I'm imagining a little, like, starting screen image for something like this, where we'd have a little red or something. Let's just draw a little stick figure bit. She'd have like her arm there, and there's her shoulders, and then like arm there, and then her little cape would be out. I do review some manga, although I've kind of run out at the moment. And then she'd have her hood on, so we wouldn't see too much of her, and then it'd be like that. And then you'd have Daddy here, the player character. Stumbled here. Where have I stumbled? Welcome, Elfie the Animator. You have stumbled into the stream of Brandy Rose Smith, a VTuber who is stuck in a library until she reads 10,000 books, and rather than reading books right now, she's decided to make a game instead. This game is a choice-based game, where you are Red Riding Hood's parent, who apparently Red Riding Hood is so very tiny right now because I can't draw, and you are trying to stop her from going to see Granny, because Granny's a Baba Yaga and is going to eat her. So yeah, that's what you've stumbled upon. That is a small summary of what's going on here. Currently, I'm trying to draw what, like, I'm imaging maybe the what I'm imagining the screen would be like the menu screen. So let me show you the menu screen we've got at the moment. So this is the menu screen we've got right now, where I've got, so I want to do like an image here that's a bit more to what we're doing. So I'm just trying to get like a general sketch of that going. Like I say, I'll probably actually commission people at some point, but in the moment, let's just draw a person and their child. This is a nondescript person though, so this is where the child would be sitting on their arm. I could do redraw if you want me to. That would be lovely, but don't put yourself out. Like if you're professional at these things, then don't do it for free. I want to pay for people. I'm really bad at digital art, but I'm good at I'm really bad at digital art, but good at traditional art. I feel that, to be honest, because this is messy. I am so much better at sketching on an actual piece of paper than actually then going over it, rather than actually just sketching like this. This is not my strong suit whatsoever. But I thought I could at least get like the idea down. So we'd have just little red going like, Daddy, I love you, or Parent, I love you, because like I said, I haven't really gendered the person. Hello, Tametani Kyoko. Tametani Kyoko, welcome. You draw amazing, girl. Oh, this ain't amazing. This ain't shit, bro. No, I will not take the compliment. It's like, maybe she can have her arm up, like, yay, look, I'm on adventures and totally not getting killed every other route. Yay. Something like this. Something like this. Something like this. And just like, I don't know, hold that. See, now, I'm gonna have it from the back, though. Because like I said, the main character's not gendered. If you're playing as a woman and you want to pretend to be this child's mother, that's fine. I've been saying he. I don't know why. It just kind of have been, but I have been on a full version development of my first volume of my visual novel series, so I'm just randomly helping out. Exciting! Tell me about yours. Tell me about it. Tell me about what are you developing. Tell me. The head is similar to the ones of Maple and Diaper Pine, some Gravity Falls. It's fine, don't you worry. This is just a little sketch. This ain't anything fancy. As long as it gets the idea across. And since everyone liked blue so much and wanted blue, we can put the main character in like a blue cloak. So it would be like, their cloak would be out here, billowing a little bit. Boop boop. And then we just have it around here. Just give like the vague impression that a human being is inside this cloak. And then have some pants here, cause pants. It's called Time Will Travel, a visual novel series with 6 volumes, and its other edition is called Green Hour with 5 extra volumes. Ooh, it's about astronomy and time travel. Nice. You got Firefly today. Congrats. I got Firefly a while ago. I love her so much. She came home and I was so happy. Firefly came back to me, made the night as bright as day. I'll be looking up for you, tell me that you're lonely too. Yeah. How many people are old enough to know that song? It actually kind of surprises me and shows me how young the MiHoYo fanbase is that that song wasn't like trending on things because of Firefly. Instead, we go, you would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep. By the way, I'm bad at English and grammar is bad, so you don't mind. I don't mind at all! I am native English and still bad at it, so the fact that you're still doing great and it's your second language is hella impressive. I'm waiting for Jade and Blade. Oh, I wanted Blade so bad and he wouldn't come home. I'm not too into the step on me lady that is Jade. I'm very fascinated by her character, I won't lie. But I don't like her so much that I want her, you know. There are 2 main characters, so the green edition will let you play as female. Nice! So we just have a little cloaky wokey. Cloak man, and this blue is shit. We're gonna change this blue. This is too bright. I don't like it. It's too bright. Bladey Wadey, yes, Bladey is such a baddie. I love me an emo boy. Just let me die. No, but you're so hot, I can't, I'm sorry. The world would be without you, and I would be sad. I love in the most recent story and stuff having like Fireflies bits and talking about the other Stellaron hunters like that. It's so good. Hi, sorry if this isn't related to the video, but how do you create your VTuber model? Also, I love the sketch so far. I mean, the sketch is a mess, I don't know about you. My VTuber model, I got it commissioned from a wonderful, wonderful artist. I'm pretty sure the links are in the description, so if you want to check those out, I have my rigger and my artist in the description. They are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people, and you should definitely go check out their prices. They're very reasonable for the prices, but you will be looking about 3 digits at least. There's also like 4 new people here. Whoa, I know! Look at me! Bryony, can you look up Yu-Gi-Oh! Sambel the Summon? I can. Yu-Gi-Oh! Sambel the Summon. Did I accidentally draw them? Is it just me that expects Blade Rudd to run along? Is that because it's his niece, isn't it? That would be hilarious. I would love that. I just hit my elbow and it hurts. Oh, that's adorable! Oh my god! 1 second, I'm bringing that over. That's really cute. If Red looked like that, guys, would you still want her to be eaten by a Baba Yaga? Would you still let her be eaten by the Baba Yaga? Even if she looked as cute as this. Thank you for explaining. No problem! I'm always happy to answer some questions. Is it just me that suspects Bloodborne? Yeah, no leaks here. However, I may not send the demo of it unless I already asked you for permission or clarification. That's fine. Like you do with your game what you wish. I'm always open. I have a website, so if you wanted to like talk business with promoting of your game or anything, then by all means check that out. So let's do a bit of a darker red, and let's just get like the outside of red done. So she'd be like up here, and then her cloak comes out here, because it's mostly going to cover this really. Boop boop, and then it just be around here, bit of thing here, bit of thing here. And then I'm just gonna do another layer just so I'm not messing with things too much. Oh my god, an artist! I mean, I'm just existing here and sketching things out. I would you definitely have a sleeve, so maybe maybe a darker blue instead would be the color to go for here. So that would be like your sleeve coming out. This would not have that there if this is from the back, because we wouldn't have Red's feet sort of coming down. And you wouldn't be able to see it from there. Oh look, another new viewer. Something about briny drawing suddenly drags people into this stream. Maybe I should do another emote drawing stream at some point, because apparently that's popular. It's popping off, y'all. It's popping off. And then we'd have her little feetsies here. Just going, oh look, booties. There's little shoesies. Okay, let's do that. So this is that. I'm not gonna go with the arm. I'm not gonna go with it. I've decided against that now. Let's just colour in what I've got here. So this is most foreground. So maybe a little bit of a lighter red than that. It's a little too dark. Yeah, this one's a little better. So let's just get that in. Boop. I have an idea for a team with Jingliu, Blade, Jade, and Gallagher. I call it mono damage. Is it a bad idea? Nothing's a bad idea if you have good enough relics. Which reminds me, I really need to finish my drawings. You should, Howdy. They've been so good. Don't tell me that I am the only person waiting for a Sparkle rerun. I did want Sparkle originally when she came out. I wasn't fussed on the character because when she came out, we knew nothing about her. But I also have Invibitor Lunan, the other Daniel hung. And he would work pretty well with her because he is very skill point hungry. So I kind of wanted her for that originally. So if she reruns with someone else that I don't want, then I might go for her anyway because she'll be very useful to me. She will make nice in a team for me. Okay, like daddy's gonna take me home. La 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 la. Baby, baby red. Baby, baby red. I hate Sparkle. She's the worst. Reminds me of my younger sibling. Okay, I can see why you would dislike her if that's the case. Still waiting on Firefly to come home. Lost the 50-50 on like 80 pity. Oh no, bro! Firefly doesn't come home. She hates you. She's going away. Gutted, bro. Absolutely gutted. Okay, so this is the arm. So again, it's like a darker navy blue or something. I have no idea what color theory is, and it shows. This is fine. Everything's fine. What layer is her booties on? What layer did I put them on? Oh, it's on the blue layer? That shouldn't be there. We need to get rid of those bad boys. No. I can see how that happened, but no. Yeah. No, we don't want to let go. Nice. Some brown booties for little red for her little shoesies. Need to go behind everything else because that's just her little feetsies. That's how her feetsies look. So if I just do a little darker color at the end here, then that looks like boots, right? That's how boots work. Maybe if I do a little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Monica by my side, a little bit of Monica is what I need. Bronya, please come on. Bronya was my first 5-star. Just to flex a little bit there. There we go. That's cute. We can work with this. We can work with this. No. We can just clean it up a little bit around the edges. Sad overseer, bro. I will skip Jade if I lose my 50-50 and save for Blade. That makes sense. kind of built my account around him already. Oh no, you can't build your account around characters you don't have! I end up just kind of ramming whatever character I have into whatever team I happen to have at the time. So like, adventuring doesn't work with Acheron, but I don't care. Zoomies. Clean this shit up. Make it nice, and then we'll, I don't know, do some shade and make it pretty. Make it pretty. I want still some bits in doing there. Someone please give me effing Bronya turns into a team. I probably shouldn't mention this, but I've had her twice. Just get your 300 pulls and then you can like choose her. It's fine. She's got a guarantee on you. It's all good. Did the same for Jingliu. You can borrow mine. I would love to give you mine too. I don't really use so much. Why is that? That should go. This one. I need to erase that. When I was thinking about a different color. There we go. You can borrow my Bronya. Yeah, you can borrow my Bronya. That's fine. She's underutilized in my teams. I will accept this. Maybe you should have brown pants too. Brown pants. Or maybe you shouldn't have pants at all. Maybe I should just ignore that whole bit. Maybe we should just erase this and just be done with it. What are pants? We don't need pants. We don't need legs in general. This is fine. Okie dokie. Little bit of whatever. No, quarter of my watercolors got rain damage. No! That's so sad. No. There we go. Oh, there's a big spillage here. Spillage of blue. You got your broad twice? Well, I want your pod. I'll trade you. I will trade you the pretty blonde man for the tiny grey-haired woman. I want the blonde man who uses his sister's guitar case as a fucking weapon. I love it so much. I love him. But he never comes home. I only used to have one strong DPS, and that was Jingliu. And then I get Firefly and everything changes. I kind of had the issue of having, I had a lot of DPS. and not a lot of support. I also have Japad, you bastards! I do not have a Japad. I wanted Japad. Japad was like my number 1 at the start of the game, but no. I've had Welt multiple times. I've had Himiko multiple times. But Japad? No, he will never come home for me. He knows I want him too badly. He knows that I love a knightly man. And will not come home for me. Cool, right, let's duplicate some of these and, I don't know, do some shading nonsense on it. Wait, we've already had 2 hours. It's already past 2 hours. Oh no. Oh no. I have to go to salvage me watercolors. Be back in a bit. I pray for your watercolors, Howdy Crusader. Although, unfortunately, it is time. Where, there it is. It is time for me to end the stream. I'm sorry, but I gotta go. Thank you everyone for coming. Hello to all the new people. It's lovely to see some fresh faces in the chat. Thank you everyone who chatted. Thank you to anyone who lurked. Thank you to anyone who watched the VOD. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you interacting in any ways you can. If you haven't already, I would also appreciate it if you could leave a like on the YouTube and subscribe to the channel. And if you have not already, if you are on the Twitch, if you could follow that as well. Thank you so much for coming. We've got 45 followers on Twitch and we're nearly at 5k on YouTube. It's kind of bonkers. If you would like to help us get to 5k, just so you're aware, when I get to 5k, I have some 3D models ready to go with some ever so slightly jank 3D tracking as well. So we'll have a lovely karaoke stream and we'll have a subathon as well. So look forward to that. I do in fact post my schedule on the community tab, but you can also see me tomorrow on later in the day. You can come around tomorrow and I'll be playing Library of Ruiner, as I have been playing for a long time. Good game, make it boss. Thank you, Jake. If you give me Bronya, then I will give you my Japad. I wish we could trade. I really wish we could trade. I hate adventuring now because I'm still stuck at his boss fight. I've played since day one. Oh no. You gotta get those AoE people in. That's how you beat him. You got lots of AoE in. If you have a Asta, a Himiko, they're really good for it. Anyway, I did save right. I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna press save on this. Save. Logo. Question mark, question mark. That is what it's called now. Save. I think it's frozen. Anyway, so if you've done the liking and subscribing and you have any buttons in your pocket and you're just like, well, what do I do with this money? You can support your new favorite VTuber. You can do that many ways. You can do that with YouTube membership, where you can get emotes, exclusive streams, merch discounts, and free books. You can do it as a Patreon, where you get the same exclusive stream, which will be happening this week. So if you want to be able to get in on the exclusive stream this week, you will need to get in on membership or Patreon soon. We will be reading some SCP together, so that will be fun. On the Patreon, you also get short stories by me. If you go into Kofi, in the Kofi shop, there are small audiobooks of short stories I've written. And in my merch shop on my website, you can get ebooks, first edition copies of books I've written. You can get keyrings, bookmarks, necklaces, t-shirts, a pillow with my face on it, a notebook, and a sticker roulette. But that is all I have for you today. Check out all those lovely links, and I will see you tomorrow! I had fun. I hope you had fun. This has been Briny Rose Smith Life. There have been Library. Goodbye!